Well, once again, very warm good morning to all of you. All the participants have gathered here for this special lecture 10 on recent developments in biopharmaceutics. Before starting a formal welcome, I would like to introduce today's guest speaker, Dr. S. Vijay Kumar, the director of VJ Biotech Private Limited, Coimbatore. Let me give you a short briefing of his accomplishments. Please wait for 1 minute.
Okay, sir. Once again, good morning, honorable person. Okay, sir.
1 minute, sir. Okay, Vijay Kumar sir has completed his BSc in biotechnology from Nanda Arts and Science College, and then he did his masters in biotechnology from Hindustan Arts and Science College, wherein also he completed his Master of Philosophy, that is MPhil in biotechnology. And he has completed his doctorate in biotechnology from Kongunadu Arts and Science College, for which his doctoral thesis has been highly commended. And we have now today with us an young entrepreneur as well, because he is running his own laboratory, which caters all the research thematic areas on various aspects of life science, on various areas of life science such as microbiology, biotechnology, molecular biology as well. He has, as of now, he has catered almost nearly more than 100 students from across institutions for their MSc projects and also MPhil and PhD projects as well. And he has also signed, he's an upcoming entrepreneur and has also signed the MOU with a lot of academic institutions. And I'm also happy to tell that he is also one of our academic advisory board member who has given valuable inputs on enriching our curriculum and syllabus. He is also providing a lot of inputs to us every now and then to enhance the curriculum and syllabi for our kids and for future developments as well. And he has also worked as assistant professor from KSG College of Arts and Science from during the year 2019. And he has and also have industrial experience. Like he has worked as a production manager from Abyss Biotech Chennai, and he had also served as a skilled project assistant in the Institute of Forest Genetics and Breedbreeding, which is one of the renowned institutes for doing research in plant biotechnology sector. And he has also published many papers in, both in national and international journals, and is known for participating and presenting papers in conferences and seminars. So, with these brief informations, I would like to welcome our today's guest speaker, Dr. S. Vijay Kumar, to present his views on the theme of today's special lecture 10. And participants, today we have almost student participants and scholars across institutions, and I request you to utilize this time of hour, and observe the presentation. And I want you to have an extended discussion with this guest speaker so that it would be more useful for your sake, and our objective of transcending scientific knowledge to students like you would also be complete. Thank you. And once again, I welcome you all. Sir, the dais is yours. You can start proceeding. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable information about our site. Okay, thank you. And once again, good morning, one and all present. Those who have presented, those who have participated, and those who have registered. And good morning. And also, we thankful to that Ratnam group of institution to give like that opportunity to deliver like that lecturer. Today we are going to discuss, okay, so some important how we are going to develop the, so those who have not mute your mic, you just mute your mic, okay, in your side. Right, let's start. So some important thing, okay, so today current scenario, we need to develop some drug against to the COVID-19 or coronavirus. So right now that many vaccines are they are producing, but they are not producing any medicine. Okay, so today we are going to discuss some common thing only, not an another thing, not UP. Already life science people are common people knowing what are the things we are going to discuss today. So everything, everyone, okay, know in this things, but we should know, okay, what are the drugs are present, what are the medicinal plant like that, and how we are going to develop the medicine to against some diseases like that, upcoming diseases, some viruses for COVID-19, or like that cancer, many diseases, or we have to develop some pharma, how we are going to some plant from how we are going to develop the medicine. Okay, that is the thing we are going to discuss today. So let's start our program. So once again, I welcome one and all present. So today we are going to discuss lot and lot of things about our immune system and about the pharmaceutical. Okay, then about the medicinal plant. So these are all the things are not separate things. These are all the common things and also combined things. Okay, not only that microbes, whole universe are very combined. So we need to discuss more and more things. Okay, so in our immune system and also medicine, medicinal plant, lot of things we are going to discuss. So we need to boost our immune system. Okay, how to boost our immune system? And first we should know what is the immune system. The immune system is the network of the cell, tissue, and organ that works together to protect the body from infection. The human body provides an ideal environmental for the many microbes such as viruses, bacteria, fungi, parasites, and the immune system prevents limits their entry and the growth of maintain optimal health. Okay, so that is NIH. Okay, National Institute of Health. Okay, 2014 they are publishing. So what they are going to tell? Okay, so in our immune system is very healthy means, okay, we have to protect bacteria, virus, fungus, okay, and also many parasites. So still many of the Indian, okay, not much more affecting, okay, to against the COVID-19 because of our immune system. Okay, so our how our immune system are construct, okay, that and all we have to discuss, okay, in the future. The system will try to identify those microbes and react accordingly. If the system does not work together or it does not recognize the microbes, it will kick in the immune response or fighting infection of the foreign body or being sick in the physical evidence of our body fight for the homeostasis. Okay, so in our immune system will not work. Okay, so what happened? Okay, it is going to affected or the people are going to died, okay, against to the COVID-19 or any viruses or any microbial pathogen. So immune system is very important. Okay, so how we are going to boost our immune system? Okay, so by using some medicinal herb or by using some um, valuable things. Okay, that is the thing we are going to discuss. So how we are going to boost our immune system? Okay, so some instruction. Okay, so suggesting, okay, don't smoke. Okay, so those who people are going to smoke, okay, definitely that immune system will going to down. Eat a diet at a high in fruits, vegetables, and whole grain, and low in saturated fats. Okay, so we need to take more and more fruit, vegetables, and also whole grains. Okay, so till or today we are eating, okay, many fast foods, okay, that also going to down our immune system. So you people try to take, okay, at least daily, okay, some fruits, vegetables, okay, some fresh fruits, vegetables. Don't drink as an juice. Okay, you can take as it is that juice and vegetables, okay, as it is. Okay, and whole grains and low saturated fat. Okay, exercise regularly. Okay, why we need to exercise regularly? Okay, so when we have to exercise, okay, so in our unwanted cells or death cells are going to excrete it. Okay, so exercise daily and also some immune system are going to active. Okay, so in our bone marrow system, okay, when we are exercising, okay, in our bone marrow, okay, some stem cells and also immune cells is there. So it will be going to improve your immune system. Just a minute. So maintain a healthy weight and control your blood pressure. If you drink a alcohol, drink only in the moderation. Get a adequate sleep. Okay, so we need to sleep at least 7 to 8 hours per day. Okay, but we have to spending, okay, more than 10 hours, okay, at the mobile. Okay, at till night 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, the students or peoples are going to searching that net and also mobile phone. Okay, you need to sleep at least, okay, 11 to at least 6 o'clock. Okay, that is the adequate sleep. That also main thing to improve your immune system. Take step to avoid infection or touch washing your hand. Okay, so you need to wash your hand. Okay, right now that COVID-19 situation, many people are going to putting hand sanitizers. Okay, they are not washing the hands, but they are put some hand sanitizer. Okay, that also having more chemicals. Okay, that you have to buying in the shop. Okay, that and all having more and more chemicals. Okay, so you need to avoid that hand sanitizer. Just to wash, okay, some soap. Okay, ordinarily you just bath soap like that, you have to wash your hand frequently. And frequent and cooking means meets thoroughly. Okay, get regular medical screening test for the people in your age group and risk category. Okay, that and all things. Okay, we have to improve or boost our immune system. You just follow. Okay, that these are all the things. Okay, we should keep our immune system is good. Okay, right, why to boost. Okay, so what are the ways? Okay, so right now that summer season, that watermelon. Okay, so watermelon also to develop our immune system because of that watermelon containing some glutathione. Okay, some glutathione is nothing but that is an powerful antioxidants. It is going to improve or strengthen our immune system also. You just see, okay, that watermelon containing some seed is present. Okay, inside that seed, okay, some of the tasty, okay, in this pulp having some taste. Okay, that is the thing having more and more antioxidants is there. So that antioxidants are also going to improve our immune system. And butter mushrooms, okay, that also having riboflavin and niacin and foundin. These are all the things are going to improve our immune system. That mushroom, okay, usually that mushroom containing more and more antioxidant and mineral metals and more and more things are present. So that and all selenium and antioxidants, okay, that and all present. And vitamin B and selenium have been linked to increased risk of the developing more so flu. Okay, that flu viruses or influenza viruses. Okay, that also going to avoid. Okay, when we have to take some mushroom. Okay, that and all also diet. Okay, vitamin riboflavin, niacin found in this mushroom plays a role in healthy immune system. And animal studies have also shown mushroom to have antiviral, antibacterial, and anti-tumor effects. Okay, so animal study and also research. Okay, they found or they find, okay, that mushroom containing more and more anti-cancer, antiviral, antibacterial. Why we have to delivered, okay, in this about the mushroom and also some watermelon. Okay, that and all having more and more immune system. It is going to stimulate some immune cells or immune system. Okay, so to avoid the infectious viral, infectious bacteria and some tumor cells. Okay, so that and all we have to following. So we are going to start our session right now. Okay, so some general things we have to discuss. Okay, before our previously slides are some general thing how we are going to improve our immune system. So right now we are going to start our session. Okay, so some medicine. Okay, we need to take some medicine or we need to formulate some bio product or pharmaceutical product. Okay, so that and all very basic thing. Okay, that medicinal plant only very basic thing. Without medicinal 90 to 98% of the medicinal plant only we have to produce more medicine. Okay, so upcoming all the medicines. Okay, but 5 to 10% only that microbial medicine, that bacteria in are like that enzymes, protease, amylase, like that enzymes are using for than medicine. And 90 to 95%, okay, that medicinal plant only using for the medicine. Okay, throughout the universe. Okay, so what is the medicine? Okay, so secondary metabolites we told as an secondary metabolites. Okay, it is nothing but it is an biosynthetically derived from primary metabolites. They are more limited in the distribution, being found usually in the specific families. Chemical warfare to protect plant from the attacked by the predators, pathogen and competitors. And attract pollinators or seed dispersal agent, important for the abiotic stress medicine and industrial additives. Okay, so this is nothing but, okay, so you don't want to confuse this. Okay, so because plant have to produce some medicine. Okay, how it is going to produce it means, okay, some predictor or some pest are going to attack the means, okay, that plant are going to produce some to protect the plant. Okay, some of the valuable things it is going to produce. Okay, it is going to some stress. Okay, some stress tolerant. Okay, like that medicinal plant are going to produce some medicine. Okay, so some of the medicinal plant containing that bark is having more and more medicinal value, that leaf having more medicinal value, root having medicinal value. That and all having, okay, by using the from the medicinal plant we have to derive from the medicinal plant. So right now we have to discuss what is the medicinal plant, how it is going to using for the universe. So medicinal plant constitutes an effective source of both traditional and modern medicine. Herbal medicine have been shown and genuine utility. About 80% of the rural populations depends on the primary health care. Okay, so it is not I am reported. This is reported by WHO, World Health Organization, 2005. So medicinal plant are the richest biosource. Okay, drugs of the traditional system of the medicine, modern medicine, nutraceuticals, food supplement, folk medicine, and pharmaceutical intermediates, chemical entities for the synthetic drugs. Okay, so these are all the important things. Okay, so everywhere that medicinal plant are okay very important. Pharmaceutical. Okay, so we are going to discuss okay today that biopharmaceuticals. Okay, how medicine from the medicinal plant how we are going to develop the drug. Okay, that is the thing we are going to discuss. So drugs of the traditional system of the medicine or modern medicines. Okay, right now that so before okay that the people are going to take as it is okay medicinal plant they have to consuming. So right now that how much mg okay by our body okay paracetamol 650 mg okay like that we have to consume the medicines okay like that how much milligram of the medicine we needed we have to derive and we have to making or we have to extract the exact medicine okay from the medicinal plant we have to go for the pharmaceutical. So some phytochemistry. Okay, so we should know these are all the things. Then only we should go for the or we should entry into the biopharmaceuticals. Okay, so what is the phytochemicals? Okay, phytochemicals are nothing but okay, it is a natural bioactive compound found in different parts of the plant. Okay, so this is bioactive compound. Okay, so what do you mean by the bioactive compound? So bioactive compound is nothing but it is going to stimulate some immune system or it is going to kill some pathogenic in our body. Okay, so that is called as an bioactive compound. So that is present under the fruits. Okay, some medicinal plant and medicinal fruits. Some of the fruits containing some more and more medicinal value, like that papaya and aloe vera. Okay, so many fruits. Okay, and also flowers. Some of the flower also having many medicinal value, stem, leaf, root. Okay, all those part having more and more medicinal value. So we have to discuss. Okay, in the future slide. Okay, we have to discuss that. So what are the fruits containing? What are the fruits are medicinal? The what are the flowers are medicine? And what are the stems having medicinal value? Leaf containing medicinal value. Okay, that and all we have to discuss. Okay, in the future slide. It provide definite physiological action on the human body and bioactive substance include okay so you just note it what are the bioactive compounds tannin alkaloid carbohydrate terpenoid steroid and flavonoid. Okay, so it is not synthesized in our body. Okay, it is only going to synthesize in the plant. Okay, we have to consuming in this medicinal compound we have to take and we have to improve our immune system widely used in human therapy. Okay, so that above mentioned compounds are using for the human therapy, veterinary, okay, and agriculture sector, scientific research, and countless other areas. Okay, so have inhibitory effect on all types of microorganism in vitro also. So first we are going to discuss about the turmeric. Okay, so all the students or all the people are going to know very good about that very good medicinal property of the turmeric. Okay, so we should discuss what are the turmeric containing, what are the medicinal component. Okay, how it is using for the medicinal value. Okay, so the in the Tamil Nadu, the turmeric has been used as an traditionally for the thousands of years as an remedy for stomach and liver ointment as well as topically to heal sore. Basically, for its supposed antimicrobial property and gastrointestinal system, pains, wounds, and sprains and liver disorders. A fresh juice of commonly used in many skin conditions, including eczema, chickenpox, and signals, allergy, and scabies. Okay, so that turmeric. Okay, the turmeric having okay more medicinal property. So turmeric is an okay no side effect. Okay, so you can take okay more and more turmeric. Okay, it is not going to create any side effect. Okay, this is a very good medicinal property. 100% medicinal. Okay, 100% 100% medicine. Why the South Indians are not more and more not affecting okay under the COVID-19? Okay, because of the turmeric. Okay, at least we should take okay per day okay minimum 250 mg of turmeric. Okay, by any sources, some masala. or some day to day we taken okay some spicy, okay, so under that we have to inhale the turmeric, okay, at least 250 mg per day. So it is going to avoid some cancer and also viral, okay, that this is containing antiviral and also anti-cancer property. So chicken pox, okay, chicken pox, okay, because of the virus, okay, that because of the virus we have to affect the chicken pox, okay, it also going to uh, destroyed the chicken pox viruses. Okay, it is that active components. Okay, what is the medicinal compound or what is the bioactive compound are present under the turmeric means that curcumin. Okay, curcumin is an very good anti-cancer, antiviral, antibacterial. It is antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. It is potential clinical medicine. Okay, curcumin is an okay 80 to 90% of the curcumin is present. Okay, under the turmeric in our laboratory, okay, in the VJ Biotech laboratory also we are going to isolate or we are going to purify the curcumin, okay, in our laboratory we are going to synthesize some nanoparticles. We are also using as an antimicrobial activity or antibacterial activity in our laboratory, so it is successful ratio, okay, some pathogenic microorganisms. So that curcumin also, okay, very good antiviral, antibacterial, and also potential anti-clinical. So that curcumin is nothing but it is an under the turmeric. Okay, so 80 to 90% of the things are present. This is called as an bioactive compound or biopharma compound. Okay, so we have to isolate or identify.
தண்ணி குடிக்கலாம்னு அதான் கிரவுண்டுக்கு தண்ணி குடிக்கும் சரியான ரவி
Some students, okay,
நாங்க தான் நடந்து வெயில்ல வறுத்துட்டு பண்ண நாங்க எல்லாம் நீங்களே இந்த ட்ரோன் ஷாட் எடுத்தோம் ஆமா அதான் காமிச்சிருங்க ஏதோ அது இல்ல அது இவனுக்கு சொல்லவே இல்லை மறந்துட்டேன்
Yeah, yes. Thank you, sir. You can continue.
okay, right? Let's start. So it is also having okay Chinese medicine, not only from Indian medicine, okay, but it is cultivated, okay, more and more cultivated, okay, under the Indian climate only. But it is using as an Chinese medicine, more and more things, okay, they are using under the Chinese also, okay, it is very good antiseptic activity and also infectious, okay, because of the curcumin. So next one is an quinine, okay, all the people, okay, heard about the quinine. Quinine is nothing but okay for the malarial drug. So right now that past 1 year we had about hydroxychloroquine. Okay, so this medicine are nothing but we are isolated from the cinchona bark. Okay, so that cinchona bark, that quinine we have to isolate it. Past 400 or 500 years back, okay, that Elizabeth queen, okay, she was affected for the malaria. So some of the uh, doctors, okay, that doctors are they have to prescribe, they have to take in the chincona bark, they just crush it, they have to prescribe for that queen. So she is recovered, okay, for the malaria. So it is going to developing, okay, that last century, that 18th century. So that quinine having the medicinal potential medicine, it is using for the malaria against to the anti-malarial. Right now that 19th century they have to finding that hydroxychloroquine, okay, that a particular component or that a particular medicine is using for the anti-malarial activity. Okay, so they have to isolate the hydroxychloroquine, they have to produce it or they have to formulate as an tablet form, they have to selling. Okay, so many from the India, okay, they have to export it or they have to exported many countries. Okay, even US also we are exporting that hydroxychloroquine tablet, okay, against the malaria. Why we are taken, okay, that hydroxychloroquine, the malarial drug for the COVID-19? Because that COVID-19 is okay, it is not a natural virus, okay, it is a synthetic virus. That is synthetic virus containing 98%, okay, or 96% of the corona symptom, okay, 96% of the corona genome, okay, corona genome, and 2% malarial genome, okay, 2% of the malarial genome and 2% of the HIV genome, okay, these are all the combination, okay, that COVID-19 containing These are all the three combination virus. They have to the China. They have to wantedly construct the viral. Okay, because because of malarial. Okay, so we have to consume the hydroxychloroquine tablet. It is going to recover. Okay. So quinine, it is then quinylene alkaloid or cinchona bark. Okay, that other important alkaloid of the drugs are quinidine, cinchonine, and cinchoadenine and cinchoamine. These are all the another molecule for the molecule for the cinchona bark. Okay. So what are the pharmacological action? Okay, for the cinchona or hydroxychloroquine? It is analgesic. Okay, it is analgesic, narcotics, and also anti-malarial. Okay, and anti-pyretic activity and anti-cancer activity and anti-inflammatory activity, meiotis. Okay, these are all the activities. Okay, for the hydroxychloroquine. So this is the cinchona bark. Okay, so in the Ooty, okay, Ooty more and more that cinchona plants are present. So when we visit, okay, that Ooty, we have to see, okay, that cinchona bark. Okay, so that bark only having that more and more medicinal properties. Okay, from this bark only, they have to isolate the this kind of drugs, quinine, quinidine, and the cinchonine. And chloroquine also we have to construct or we have to extract it from the cinchona bark. Okay, these are all the some medicinal property are under the cinchonamine. So that cinchonine, okay, that and all, okay. So these are all the bioactive or pharmaceutical components. Okay, quinine, quinidine, and cinchonine, hydroxychloroquine. These are all the some pharmaceutical components. We have to isolate it from the cinchona bark. Okay, this is the structure of the quinine molecule. So these are all the some medicinal activities particularly. So anti-malarial, it is treating chloroquine resistant falciparum malarial combination with a pyrimethamine and sulfoxamine and tetracycline and clindamycin. Okay, these are all the combined molecule. Okay, so hydroxychloroquine, that sulfoxamine, tetracycline. These are all the some antibiotics. Okay, provide against the some viral or bacteria or malarial disease. So that quinine. Okay, it is going to some amount of quinine also present under the tetracycline and clindamycin and sulfoxamine. Okay, these are all the molecules containing that quinine also we have to present, and skeletal muscle relaxant effect and also widely used for the prevention and treatment of occasional and recumbency leg cramps. So next one is an vincristine. Okay, so everyone know in this medicinal plant. Okay, so it is very good anti-cancer component. That whole plant. Okay, that flower also having very good anti-cancer activity, and also that leaf also having, okay, very good anti-cancer activity. So we have to see, okay, what is that plant. So this is the Vinca rosea, or we can call it as an Catranthus roseus. Okay, so this is containing, okay, very good medicinal value component. Okay, that compound name is an vincristine, or we called as an vinblastine, or periwinkle plant. We called as an periwinkle plant. So even that is containing that vinblastine and vincristine, also called as an alkaloid components. It is derivated from the Catranthus roseus. Okay, so this is the vincristine molecule. So we have to use this molecule. We have to recover the some many cancers. Okay, like that breast cancer, liver cancer. Okay, like that many cancer. We have to generally all the cancer. It is going to treat that molecule. Vincristine are going to, it is going to destroy, or it is going to converted that cancer cell into the normal cell. All the cancer, not only single cancer, wherever that cancer are occurring, or mutation are occur, it is going to um, recover the mutation. It is going to normalize the cell cycle. Okay, this is the vincristine role of the vincristine. So many commercial drug also isolated from the vincristine are available into the market. Okay, so next one is a very good medicinal plant. Okay, so we are going to drink Kabasuba Kudineer. Okay, so Kabasura Kudineer. Okay, so for against the COVID-19. So that main ingredient. Okay, under the main ingredient. Okay, for the Kabasura Kudineer. Okay, that is called as an um, Andrographic spaniculata. Okay, so this is very bitter taste. Okay, that in India or in Tamil Nadu, okay, it is very famous. So because of the Kabasura Kudineer, we have to recover or we have to boost our immune system or we have to avoid the COVID-19 also. For the chikungunya, we have to consume in the same. But after we have to take in the Kabasura Kudineer, okay, that is contains that Andrographic spaniculata medicinal plant. So what is the main ingredient or main ingredient are present okay under the Andrographic spaniculata means so that is called having okay diterpenoid lactones okay diterpenoid bicyclic lactone so that is called as an andrographilide okay andrographic spaniculata that medicinal compound or we have to call it as an that bioactive compound or biopharmaceutical compound okay that compound name of the compound is andrographilide and andrographicide are the other important active constituents of the in this plant. So these two main compound only it is going to recover the virus or it is going to kill the virus that andrographilide and andrographicide, right? So these are all the two components. Okay, you just note it in this medicinal plant. Okay, so that research. Okay, in our laboratory we are going to some antiviral research also we are going to perform in our laboratory to against to the COVID-19. Okay, these are all the two components we are isolated in our laboratory. We are isolated. These are all the two main components you are sending okay for the antiviral activity okay in the virology laboratory. So if it is success okay that it in this component are going to successfully are going to destroy the viral means okay we also getting some pattern okay for the our medicinal component. So we are also going to tie up with some pharma industry. We are also going to develop some medicine okay. So just 1 rupee okay for the 1 rupees we have to deliver the medicine okay against the COVID-19 if in this research are going to success means okay. So next one is an phyllanthinin. Okay, so Phyllanthus amaranthus. Okay, so, you heard about Phyllanthus amaranthus. Okay, that Tamil name is an Keelanalli. Okay, so that is the under the um, Phyllanthus family. Okay, so that biological name is an Phyllanthus amaranthus. So from the Phyllanthus amaranthus, we have to isolate some component. That compound name is an phyllanthinin. Okay, phyllanthinin. So the phyllanthinin it is going to useful for the hepatoproductive. What do you mean by the hepatoproductive? So it is nothing but okay liver. So those who have more and more liver problem or liver cirrhosis, liver cancer, or liver or hepatocellular carcinoma, or okay if any liver function or liver function is not going to good means okay. So day to day we have to consuming okay that Phyllanthus amaranthus plant extract okay. So because that phyllanthinin and hypophyllanthinin are responsible for the that hepatoproductive or it is going to um, recover the liver problem okay all those liver problem. So that a main component that bioactive or pharmaceutical components are the phyllanthinin and hypophyllanthinin okay under the Phyllanthus amaranthus okay. Next one is an moringa okay. So all the students all the people are going to know okay what is the moringa. So all over the world okay that moringa should know okay. So but moringa having a lot of medicinal value but we shouldn't know okay. So we are going to discuss okay what are the medicinal usage of the moringa, right? So it is having 46 types of amino acids. Okay, that it is also having okay very good medicinal plant and also no side effect. Okay, all the components are okay very useful components. Okay, it is very friendly medicinal plant. Okay, Moringa is a very friendly medicinal plant. It contains 46 types of amino acids and 92 nutrients. Okay, like that protein amino acid like that 92 nutrients are present under the Moringa leaves and it making one of the most powerful superfood okay it is superfood okay for the Chinese and also some of the North Indian okay they have to consuming more and more moringa chocolate like that okay more than 100 recipes okay we have to construct okay under the moringa okay we have to chocolate we have to prepare juice like that 1,000 recipes. Okay, we should prepare the moringa juice. Okay, so what is the things or what is the important things are the moringa that it is going to 25 times more and more iron are present when compared to the Spanish. 70 times or more calciums are present when compared into the milk, and 15 times or more potassiums are present, okay, when compared to the banana. And vitamin A component, okay, you should know the vitamin A, okay, it is very good medicinal property. Okay, carrot it is present, so that more than 10 times or more than 10 times are present, okay, when compared to the carrot. So it is nothing but a beta carotene, it is responsible for the um, many metabolism. Okay, so and 9 times are protein are rich in when compared to the yogurt, and half the time vitamin C is more and more present in the moringa when compared to the oranges. Okay, it is containing omega oil, omega 3, 6, 9. Okay, and natural caffeine free and rich in antioxidant vitamin mineral. So it is a very healthy food. Okay, so even that childhood baby, okay, at from 100-year-old people, they have to consume the moringa. Okay, because okay, it is no side effect, it is easy to digest you. So another Spanish are, okay, it is going to not going to digest it properly. Okay, the you don't want to eat night time like that. But moringa is an, okay, it is easy to digestive. Okay, it is also some improve the digestive capacity in our stomach also. It is going to produce some alpha amylase enzymes. Okay, in our stomach containing more enzymes are responsible for the digestive property. Okay, so that is the alpha amylase also one of the enzymes. Okay, it is going to produce or it is going to synthesize some alpha amylase enzymes. Okay, it is going to stimulate some digestive things also. Okay, so you just see, okay, that moringa containing what are the medicinal properties. Okay, it is that moringa having, okay, this is my PhD work. Okay, that moringa I am working the PhD. Okay, that it is I am using as an anti-cancer property. Okay, for the moringa it is using very good recover, it is going to recover the liver cancer. Okay, in my research are finding it is going to recover the liver cancer or liver ulcer. Okay, so liver cirrhosis it is going to recover, it is going to functionate the normalize to the liver. Okay, so we don't want to liver transplantation, or we don't want to go for any chemotherapy, okay, like that and all. So we just take the moringa, okay, day to day consuming. Okay, it is going to treat the very good it is going to recover or retain the liver. Okay, so like that it is very good medicinal property. So it is also very good antioxidant. Okay, so we already had about it is having 46 types of antioxidants. Antioxidants are nothing but it is going to stimulate our immune system. Okay, antioxidants. What do you mean by the antioxidants? It is going to recover or it is going to scavenge the free radicals. Okay, when we have to, when we walk the sunlight or when we walk the pollution, okay, in our cells are going to lose the some ions, okay, positive or negative ions. Okay, so when we lost the ions or in our cells are going to lose the ions, okay, we are in our body is going to down. So when we take the moringa juice or moringa chocolate or moringa recipe anything, so it is going to improve the our antioxidants. It is going to active, be active, you people are be active when we have to consume the moringa. Okay, so it is very good antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. What do you mean by the anti-inflammatory? So inflammation, okay, so because of the cell to cell interaction, or it is going to cells are going to some any mutation like that. Okay, it is going to some inflammation. Okay, it is very good inflammatory activity. Stimulate hair growth. Okay, so some of the hair growth enzymes or hair growth hormones, it is going to stimulate the some hormones also in our body for the hair growth. So we just applied, okay, in our head. Okay, for the those who have some hair, okay, not going to grow our hair. Okay, we just inhale, and also we have to apply external also. So those who have problem hair falls problem, we just applied into the moringa juice. It is going to destroy some pathogenic microorganisms. Okay, some fungal or some virus, some fungal and bacteria are responsible for the hair fall, some dandruff problem. Okay, we don't want to take shampoo that and all. We just take the some fresh moringa leaves, we just going to grind it with the mixie. We just applying means it is going to stimulate the hair growth also. In enhanced the skin health. Some more and more people, the people are 30 years or 35 years, the people are becoming 60 years old. So that people and all, they have to take the moringa day to day, or they have to applying into the skin. So you don't want to applying any skin conditioner, or when the people are went out, they have to applying some UV protection, some skin screen like that. You don't want to apply like that and all. You just take some moringa juice, apply into the skin. It is going to protect UV also in our skin. UV are going to protect our skin in the sunlight, under the sunlight. We just applied the moringa extract in our skin. It is going to help or enhance in our skin also. It is very good anti-cholesterol. So people are some cholesterol, they have to block the heart, many problem. So it is going to break down into the cholesterol in our blood vessels. That is very good medicinal property, and increase energy and endurance, and also vision improvement. So many people are going to wear some spec. Some they have to see some long way, and also short vision. So vision improvement and normalize the blood pressure. So those who have some blood pressure, so always some tension, some blood pressure are going to increase or decrease. So low pressure or high pressure, everything, that both thing it is going to recover. And antidepressant, and strengthen the immune system. This is the very good thing. This is the strengthen the immune system, because our immune system, it will be going to good means. So we don't want to we are avoiding some viruses, bacteria, some infectious diseases also. Used as an aprodisc, and also promoter libido, and antifungal. This is having very good antifungal. That skin having some fungal problem. That face having some of the white color. That hand having some of the white color, or like that. We just apply wherever that fungal problem in our skin. It is very good medicinal property. So this is no side effect. So when we just take any medicine, we just apply it into the skin means it is going to some side effect in our skin, but it is not having side effect. It is very good medicinal property. And anti-tumor. You just see this is containing very good anti-tumor. So what are the medicinal plant containing antioxidant? That medicinal plant should having very good anti-tumor activity. So improve the digestion. I already discussed with us. So this is very good to improving the digesting property. And it is nutrition for the infant. 6 month and older, pregnant, and nursing mothers. So we just give for the pregnant woman, and also nursing mother and older. So they have to improve the nutritional. So 96 types of nutrients are present in this moringa. So we don't want to take flake. Many nutritional food they have to consuming the doctors. When the pregnant lady, they visiting into the hospital means, they have to suggestion for the bone calcium, like that bone Horlicks. Like that many advertisements are upcoming. That bone Horlicks having that more and more calcium, it is going to improve like that. We don't want to go for that and all. We just consuming that moringa flower, or moringa juice, or moringa leaf. So it is going to improve your calcium and everything, more nutrition for the child also. And eliminates a constipation. So many advertisements are the constipation. Many um, so many actors are upcoming for the advertisement. For the constipation tablets and all. So we don't want to go for that medicine. So because of that moringa having more and more digestive properties. So this is containing also, we have to eliminate the constipation, anti-ulcer, detoxification. So in our we are consuming that life science people are consuming more and more chemicals. Day to day, more and more chemicals. So many pollutant. So we are consuming more air pollution, water pollution, like that. Many toxic substances are present in our body. Blood also present. and many our liver containing some toxic substance, okay, are present. So we need to eliminate the toxic substance. Okay, we need to take the moringa, okay, chocolate, like that means it is going to control the or eliminate the toxified molecules. Okay, so we don't want to go for or isolate any medicinal component, okay, in the moringa, because okay, that the whole moringa plant or moringa leaf powder contains more and more potential medicines are there. So we just going to make it into the powder, or we just going to make it into the tablet. We just consume it. Okay, that is enough. Okay. So some of the entrepreneurship also. Okay. So we just cultivate the moringa. We just make it into the tablet. We just export it. Some nutritional tablet or some medicinal tablet or medicinal powder. Like that, we have to export the moringa powder. This also wonderful opportunity for the entrepreneurs. Okay, those who are becoming an entrepreneur, you people are going to do, you just getting moringa powder from the farmer, you just make it into the powder or make it into the tablet, you just sell it. Okay, this is a wonderful opportunity. So this is the normalized into the blood sugar, okay, increased in the mental clarity. Okay, these are all the very good medicinal plant, okay, under the moringa, because of it is containing 46 antioxidants, 96 types of nutritional components are present, right? So 100 ways to eat the moringa cook. Okay, so moringa juice, moringa salad, okay, moringa cooked meals, and also moringa tea, like that, right? So next one is an ginger. Okay, so we are discuss, okay, some common things, okay, containing what are the some medicinal things are present, or biopharma components are present, okay, and biopharmaceuticals, right? So you just see, okay, that what are the bioactive components or pharmaceutical components are present in the ginger. So that the ginger is having, okay, snagnol, gingeron, and volatile oils, and gingembrol. Okay, these are all the 3 or 4 components are responsible for the very good medicinal property. Okay, some it is containing antiviral. Okay, you just see here that gingiberine, okay, and also it is having gingembrol, gingiberanol. Okay, so these are all the 3 or 4 components are responsible for the um, many medicinal. Okay, so it is also very good antibacterial. Okay, that cardiotonic. Okay, that ginger having that more medicinal components like that gingerol, gingembrol, and also steganol. So it is having antibacterial, anti-tissue, and anti-hepatotoxic. Okay, what do you mean by the hepatotoxic? Okay, so what are some toxic effects or some toxicity, or what are the things you have to eat, and okay, it is going to settled your liver. Okay, so that is it is going to destroyed your liver also. Okay, so we need to take some ginger or some ginger tablet, like that means okay, it is going to recover the some liver toxic effect. Okay, and anti-inflammatory, it is stimulate the immunostimulant and carminative actions also. It is promote the gastric secretion, increase the intestinal paralysis, lower cholesterol level, raise the blood glucose, and stimulate the peripheral circulations. Okay. Yeah, those who have any doubt, okay, in the current discussion, you need to ask your question, or after the session is over, you just on your mic, you can ask the question. So you just see this is the things are cancer pathway. So when if anyone is affected, okay, under the cancer means okay. So these are all the pathway are going to activate. Okay, so I am also working. These are all the pathways. Okay, so these are all the proteins, or these are all the some proteins are secreting. Okay, in our body. So because okay, these are all the proteins are responsible to avoid the cancer. It is going to stimulate, or it is going to stop the cancer. Okay, these are all the pathway. So activation of BAX. Okay, BAX also some of the anti-cancer enzyme. Okay, when the cancer cells are upcoming, the BAX are going to producing in our cells. It is going to destroy the cancer. Or incubations of lipogenesis and activation of P53. Okay, P53 also one of the wonderful anti-cancer pathway. It is going to stimulate and inhibition of interleukin. Oh, ginger are going to working. These are all the pathway. It is going to activate. Okay, these are all the pathways that ginger having. Okay, so some gingerol, gingiberol, and also some snagnol. Okay, these are all the three active, bioactive, or pharmaceutical components are present. So these are all the component. We just extract that and all component. We just going to make it into the tablet. So those who have affected into the cancer, those who have affected into the virus, some liver problem, those who have affected some bacterial. Okay, so we have to given into the tablet. Okay, for them. Okay, so ginger are going to stimulate the these are all the pathways. Okay, it is going to suppressants of the TNF. Okay, and also natural killer cells. Okay, inhibition of INF gamma and inhibition of cyclogenase and activation of G0 and G1 phase. Okay, so that cell cycle, it is going to activate the new cell cycle also. Okay, so when you are going to if the working under the cancer means, okay, you should understand, okay, that pathway and also some P53 BCL bags. Okay, these are all the things. So these are the some ginger tablet. Okay, you just see some ginger. It is going to they have to developing into the. Uh, so what is the things are going to you just see? This is the some ginger tablet. So it is going to secrete the saliva and it is going to stimulate the digestive tract. Okay, this is the main property of the ginger. So next medicinal properties and upset stomach, pregnancy, and motion sickness are also chemotherapy treatment. Okay, so for those who have infected into the cancer, some chemotherapy. They in the hospital they are doing the chemotherapy first cycle, second cycle, third cycle. That ginger, that some of the ginger components also they have to mixing under the chemotherapy drugs. Okay, so because of the chemotherapy, it is going to destroy the cancer cells and it is going to stimulate the normal cells. Okay, that is the things are going to happening when the cancer patient we have to given into the chemotherapy. That chemotherapy drugs also having that ginger molecules are present. Okay, so it is stimulate the immune booster. Okay, warming effect. So whenever we taken the ginger tea, okay, immediately it is going to stimulate some sweating. Okay, so sweating means, okay, warm. Okay, warm. Whenever warming is happening, okay, that blood circulation are going to happen very good. So what are the problem or some upcoming some antibacterial or if any flu, okay, that and all it is going to recover. Okay, so some anti-inflammatory activity and also joint pain. Okay, like the joint pain and osteoporosis, rheumatoid arthritis. These are all the problem are going to recover. Okay, because of that ginger containing gingerol and gingiberol and also snagnol. These are all the three major pharmaceutical components are present, right? So this is the Allium sativum. Okay, so this is the some onion family. Okay, that also having many more and more medicinal compound are present. You just see what are the pharmaceutical components are there. Diallyl disulfide and also diallyl trisulfide and methyl allyl trisulfide. These are all the three major pharmaceutical components are present under the Allium Allium sativum. So allin, allinase, and allicin. These are all the three major pharmaceutical components also present. It is using for the anti-cholesterol, okay, activity, antiseptic and antibacterial, and also G1 phase. Okay, it is responsible for the stimulate the DNA also. Okay, some DNA formation. So whenever we taken the ginger garlic, okay, it is going to stimulate the or it is going to produce the DNA. In our DNA also it is going to secreted. Okay, that it is containing germanium, selenium, and also many heavy metals are present. It is responsible for the anti-tumor effective, and it is using for the carminative and expectorant and also condiment. Okay, so that these are all the two major components are using for the sulfur component. Okay, so we just applying some sulfur component. It is going to stimulate the hair growth also. Okay, hair growth also. You just see it is using the DNA synthesis, protein synthesis. Okay, it is very it is major responsible things for the translation transcription. Okay, that translation, okay, from the RNA to protein, that is called as a translation. So DNA synthesis, okay, that is the replication. Okay, so DNA synthesis is nothing. Okay, it is called as an replication. DNA from DNA stand. So that replication and translation, that both thing, it is responsible for the garlic. Okay, because that garlic having allin, allicin, and also aginone. Okay, these are all the major components are present. It is using for the antimicrobial activities also. Okay, so that allium sativum containing 33 sulfur components, 17 amino acid and mineral. Okay, like that selenium, allinase and peroxidase and myrosinase. Okay, these are all the major enzymes are also present. Okay, under the allium sativum, right? So these are all the bioactive or pharmaceutical components are present. Allin, allicin, aginone, and allyl profile and diallyl and trisulfide and salicylidine and vinyl dienase and allyl mercaptocitizine. Okay, these are all the major 33 sulfurs are present. Okay, it is very good. Garlics also consumption with reduced the risk of stomach cancer and antioxidant property help to preventing the cancer and cardiovascular diseases and gastric cancer. Okay, these are all the medicinal property for the and the medicinal compound are present under the allium sativums. Okay, so these are all the things. Okay, common medicine plant containing and many more and more medicinal valuable pharmaceutical components are present. We have to utilize it. Okay, you have to utilize it. These are all the plant. Okay, you have to improve your immunity and improve your health system. So if the chance, okay, you can make as an, okay, that a product. Okay, so we just going to making as an medicine. Okay, so because of these are all the things having more and more medicinal components, I also discuss, okay, from in front of you what are the medicinal components having that common medicinal plants. Okay, so that a medicinal compound only using for the pharmaceutical product. Okay, they are common medicinal plant only, they are taken, that pharmaceutical companies are taken, they have to extracted, okay, that following medicine, what are the medicine I am told with you, they have to construct as an tablet, they have to selling. Okay, so if chance, okay, you are also becoming as an some pharmaceutical entrepreneurs. Okay, so I once again thank you one and all present, those who have presented, those who have participated, and also once again I thanks to Dr. Srinivasan sir. Okay, and also thanks to the Ratnam Group of Institution, and also once again thank you all the delegates. Okay, thank you. Those who have any doubt, you just on your mic or you can ask your question via chat box, right? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Participants, if you have any doubts, kindly discuss with our chief guest.
Thank you so much, sir. This lecture was very useful for us, and it helps us so much.
Right. Okay. Do you have any doubt?
No, sir, I don't have any doubt.
Oh, right.
This
Okay.
is very clear.
Okay. You are from.
Yes, sir.
You are from.
I'm from Madhya Pradesh,
Right.
Dindori.
Oh, right. Right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Welcome. I once again. Okay. So just some short introduction about our company. So we are from VJ Biotech. Okay, I am an VJ Biotech. You just search vjbiotech.in or you just go for the VJ Biotech. Okay, VJ Biotech are providing. Okay, I just 2 minutes. Okay, about our company.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for your feedback. Now I call upon Miss Krishma ma'am for delivering vote of thanks.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Frederick.
Ma'am, I have one doubt.
Yes, carry on.
Yes, I wanted to find out the relationship between the biosurfactant and the active surfactant compounds in the pharmaceutical industries.
Yes, yes. 1 second.
The relationship between biosurfactant and the active surfactant compounds in the pharmaceutical industry.
Biosurfactant.
Yeah. Is there a relationship between that and the surfactant compounds in the pharmaceutical industry?
Oh, right. Okay, welcome. So that plant containing many components are present, not only single components. Okay. So it also we are using some surfactant. Okay, so it is that some medicinal components are using to clearing the water also. Okay, some of the what is that? Some of the medicinal nuts. Okay, it also having some of the clearing the water. Okay, that and all also many properties are there. So you can search. Okay, or otherwise you can ask later on, right? Okay. So it also having some surfactant also. It is also using some surfactant like that. What some aloe vera. Okay, like that and all. We have to using as an soap formulation of some soap and cream. Okay, like that. So it is also using further some surfactant like that, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, right. Okay. So once again, so I'm from VJ Biotech. Okay, it is located at the Coimbatore. So we are doing lot of things. Okay, for the students. Okay, for we are delivering online courses and also offline hands-on training and also project. We are carried out your final year projects also, and also we are a research institute. Okay, those who have interested. Okay, to make as an product in your product or you want to do your research. Okay, so you can approach that vjbiotech.in, right? So okay,
Okay.
thank you one and all.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you madam, thank you sir.
Okay. So good morning all. So on behalf of Department of Microbiology, I would like to thank Professor Manikan, CEO of the College of Arts and Science, for giving us an opportunity to organize such an event. And also I extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. R. Muralidharan, the principal of Ratnam College of Arts and Science, for supporting us for this event. And a special mention to our chief guest, Dr. S. Vijay Kumar, Director of Vijay Biotech Private Limited, Coimbatore, for sparing time from his busy schedule and sharing his views and thoughts on recent developments in biopharmaceuticals. And thank you, sir, for mentioning the role of each medicinal plants in our daily life and also mentioning the importance of medicinal plants in this current scenario. Thank you, sir. And I must mention Dr. P. Srinivasan, Head of the Department of Microbiology, for organizing this event. Thank you, sir. And I am immensely thankful to Dr. M. Rajalakshmi, Assistant Professor in Microbiology, and Mrs. Violet Viola for all your efforts and support towards this program. Thank you, ma'am. And finally, a big thank you to all the participants who are present here and for your active participation and cooperation. So once again, thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, Krishna ma'am. Once again, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you madam, thank you one and all.
Participants, kindly check your chat box. The feedback link is available in chat box. So the platform available in another 5 to 10 minutes. So once again, complete your feedback.
Yeah, you can give your feedback. Okay, how the program is going on. So that and all you can give your feedback in your chat box, right?
Yeah.